Hi, I'm Joe from A Smarter Home Canada. Last year, I did a review of these. This is the Govee Christmas String Light, and I thought these were pretty good. The only complaint I had, and it was my own fault, I bought the 33-foot version and it just didn't have enough coverage on the tree. So I've repurposed those for something else. But about a month ago, the Govee Smart Heater was recalled, and I happen to have one of those. I used it in the garage. I thought it was great. Unfortunately, I guess they started to catch fire. So they did a mass recall on them. If you have a Govee Smart Heater, be sure to check out the app, and there's a link to the recall in there. They get your money back pretty fast. Well, anyways, I took that money and I bought the new version of the Govee Christmas lights. But this time, I got the 99-foot version. That's as big as they get. So I think we're going to have lots of lights this year. Visually, the two products look very similar. They both start off with your power adapter, and then they both have the inline control box, and then you're on to the lights. The version 2 LEDs do look a little different from the version 1s, and they've also done the wiring in green. I guess that's going to help it blend into the Christmas tree a little bit better. However, one major change that they've done is the new versions are Matter compatible. So it'll work with your Matter environment once that's all up and running. So I'm just going to take these, wrap them around my Christmas tree, get them plugged in, get them set up, and get them lit up. Now that I've got the lights on the tree, the last thing I had to do to make everything perfect was to put up the angel. One reason that Govee seems to be one of my choices for lighting is how easy the products are to set up. It's just basically you press the plus button in the top corner. Chances are the app has already found this by Bluetooth. Just click on the set of lights that you want to set up. It's going to ask you to press the on-off button on the lights to pair it. Then you rename the string lights to anything you want, connect up to your home's Wi-Fi, and update to the latest firmware if that's required. From there, you're all set up. You're ready to go. You can start playing with this right away. And let's do that. As with most Govee products, they give you a lot of built-in options. Everything from your basic color mode, where you can just have one solid color, to the scene mode, where you can choose from a lot of preset options. Let's take a look at a bunch of those right now. After I played around with the lights for a bit, I noticed something on my screen that I didn't see before. What does that mean? It turns out these lights now support shape mapping technology. Now, what is that? If you go under your settings for the Christmas lights, there you will see a tab marked shape mapping. Click on that, and that's going to allow you to scan your lights with your phone, and it will identify where all the bulbs are. This is the finished scan of my tree. Everything looks really good. You can zoom in, zoom out. You can see the bulbs. The only thing is, you can definitely tell what side of the tree was facing the camera. Great idea. I know it's something that you've seen before. I've been a fan of Twinkly for a while, but they are unfortunately just out of my price points. Govee is doing the same technology at a much lower price point. Hi, it's me, Joe, just dropping into this video to give you a price difference between the Govee and the Twinkly products. First off, Twinkly is $249 US versus Govee's $99 Canadian price tag. I do admit Twinkly has come down in price, but there's still a gap.
If we compare the closest length of lights, the Twinkly has 100 more LEDs. But is that enough to make up for the variance in the product's prices? I think I might have to compare at a later date.
Now, I'll be the first to admit it's not exactly perfect. It is still in beta release, so I guess they're still adding things to this. But as it sits right now, it's really hard to draw any pattern onto the tree. Changing the rotation of the tree, angle of the tree, is a little more difficult than it should be. And at this point, you're just basically ending up with a couple lines down your tree. I have not been able to figure out how to make anything move by itself. If you save a pattern and go to the DIY screen, it gives you options, but it seems to always overwrite the initial drawing that you put in. Maybe I just haven't figured it out yet. But overall, it does add just that little extra to the lights. And as future releases of the app comes out, I really hope they improve that interface and make this a little more functional. Overall, I am really happy that I did upgrade the lights to the version 2 and get that longer length. The 99 feet fills the tree out perfectly. It doesn't overcrowd it, and it doesn't leave any spaces unfilled. The lights, the patterns, it's a really good product to have at Christmas time, and I can think of a bunch of ways you can use these lights the 11 other months of the year. And that brings us to the end of the video. If you did stick around, I really appreciate it. If you're one of my subscribers, thank you so much for watching. If you're not one of my subscribers, hey, please click the subscribe button. I'd love to see you next time. This is a growing channel, and I'm having a lot of fun with this, and every time I get a subscriber notification, it brings a smile to my face. Hit that subscribe button, click the like button, click on the beaver once he shows up at the end. And if you didn't like the video, I don't know why you're still watching, but I'm an old Canadian guy in his new Canadian home, trying to make it a little bit smarter and having some fun while doing it. Thanks for watching.
Snow falls down in the great white north. In the night we light the lights. Govee shines through the frozen trees, bright as the aurora skies. Maple leaves and evergreen, wrapping around in the cold dust. Colored sparkles of red and green, dance to dreams of old true north. Oh, Govee lights, brighter than stars, twinkling across the frozen yards. All the colors, all the cheer, bringing in warmth this time of year. Ice winds blow, we stand so bold under lights, stories told, true north hearts, spirits free. Underneath that Govee tree, from coast to coast, the land so wide, we celebrate all side by side. Christmas time with all our might, underneath those